I've been asked dozens of times to share how far along I am in my early mortgage payoff journey. So today I'm going to share my 2-year update. I totally get why you'd want this information. You come here each Friday for your weekly dose of frugal inspiration. You hear me share frugal tips that I do daily, frugal habits that I've created over time and do consistently, my 4-category budget, and so much more. But where is this getting me? I'd want to know too. Bun says hi. Picture it. It was the summer of 2020 and I had just bought my first house ever. I took out a 30-year fixed mortgage knowing I had no intention of taking the entire 30 years to pay it off in full. Why didn't I just get a 15-year mortgage then? The monthly payment was too high when calculated for a 15-year mortgage. I bought a house in the middle of a pandemic, and I wanted it to be my choice if I put that much money toward the house each month. I was a first-time homebuyer, and I did not want to be house poor, and this was the way that made the most sense to me. From the very first payment, I decided to pay an additional $100 toward the principal each month. After I was able to consistently prioritize this goal, I then doubled it to $200 toward the principal each month on top of my regular mortgage payment. During the year of 2021, I was able to make 2 additional lump payments toward the principal from side hustles that I took on. This totaled about $3,000 additional that I put toward the principal. Do you put more money toward your principal monthly? If so, let me know in the comments. In 2022, I hit the ground running with no spend January. I made it known on this channel that paying off my mortgage debt early was a huge financial goal of mine. I would be focused on it each month when planning my budget. I took the money that I saved from no spend January, side hustle money from choreography jobs that I took on, money from Google for YouTube content, a little bit of tax return. Oh, the state of Maine issued an $850 inflation relief check. Thank you, Governor Mills. And I put all that toward the mortgage. Yeah, Kate. You worked smart, you budgeted hard, you lived below your means, you prioritized paying off your debt. So, what's the result? When I bought the house, I had to make 360 payments to pay it off. 30 years times 12 months equals 360 payments to go. After 2 years, I now have anybody want to guess? $300 payments left. 300 payments divided by 12 months equals 25 years remaining, which means in 2 years, I was able to shave off 5 years of mortgage payments via budgeting and frugal living. This wasn't easy by any means, and there were no shortcuts. What helped me the most? My 4-category budget was my main tool for making this happen, for sure. Executing everything I tell you that I do on this channel is what I did to make progress on this early mortgage payoff. Please know that what I talk about on this channel each week is exactly what I do to reach these goals for myself. Hopefully this is helpful for you to know, because you can do this also if you make a plan. I didn't inherit any money. I don't have a secret benefactor of any kind. Secret benefactor. Every time I hear that word benefactor, I think of the book Great Expectations. Has anybody read that? I think of it every time. Not that I use the word benefactor often. Okay, I'm off on a tangent. But in other words, you guys, No secret sauce, no special formula, no magic bullet. I tell you everything I do right here in these videos each week. I've also created some playlists for you that might be most helpful. Look at my playlist tab and see which is the one that correlates most for what you're looking for and play away. I do have a video that I'd like you to watch right up until the end if you liked this video, but before I pop that on the screen, I do have a semi-serious question for you. If you're a K-Squad member, hopefully all of you are, and that just means you have hit that subscribe button. And if you've been here for any amount of time, you know I'm a single mom with a full-time job and several part-time gigs. But since you guys relate and respond to my content, many of you ask, Kate, would you ever consider taking me on to do some personal budget coaching, either one-on-one or in a small group? I've had that request many times. But I think that because of my situation with everything else I do, a lot of you know, like, you're trying not to bug me. You've even said that to me. Kate, I know you have so much on your plate. I don't want to bother you, but is this something you would consider in the future? Please send me an email to kadenchannel@gmail.com. If you are someone that is seriously interested in hiring me to be your coach or do like a small class setting, let me know if that is something of serious interest to you. I'm just considering it right now and how I would be able to do that and help you the most and get that personal attention to get your arms around your own budget in true Kate style fashion, if you will. If you have no interest in that, don't even comment about that. Forget about it. Leave in the comments something you are doing right now to crush your finance goals so we can read through them and celebrate you in the comments. And even if you are interested in what I just talked about and you're gonna send me an email, please let me know in the comments, what are you currently doing right now to crush your savings goals, pay off debt, anything you can share. You guys know I love reading about it. I hope this video has inspired you. Maybe it's not paying off your house debt, but any debt that you have, if you aim your focus at that debt and you make a strategic budget around paying off these things, you can make it happen, you guys. I have the biggest faith in you. Okay, now if you liked this video, I want you to click on this one next because it's gonna give you some good ideas and even a little bit more background on my story if you're interested in that. You know I'm always cheering you on from this side of the screen. You can do it, K-Squad. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Frugal Friday. Can't wait to see you next week. Bye, guys. Buns has a bandage temporarily, but he's been an angel and we get it off tomorrow. By the time you see the next video, it should be off.